welcome to week 2's check-in. So today we're going to take a look at our budget planner, see how we're doing compared to our budget, and then make a plan for adjustments going forward. So I like to sit down with you guys and go through all of our expenses for the week, see how we did, and really see what we have left for some categories like groceries, eating out, household, those types of things. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, but before we get into it, I want to talk about how I've been thinking this month has been going so far. And I would say for the most part, this month has been going really well. I think our groceries are definitely going to be under budget if we continue along this path. We do have a trip coming up, so Jason and Macy this weekend will be going to North Carolina to visit his sister. And so that's gonna be something that's a little different for us. It may make some changes to our budget because of that. But for the most part, things have been pretty solid. This month, actually in a few days, we will be making our first contribution to the girls' 529 plans, which is super exciting. And then tomorrow we actually have our first financial advisor appointment where we sit down and we're going to be picking funds for our Roth IRAs and all of our retirement savings. So I did go through the whole process of switching over my 401k plan from my employer and also my cash-based pension. So those all should be deposited pretty soon into our new accounts, and then we'll start contributing to our Roth IRAs. It's crazy that we are finally at this point. I feel like it's been a total process, but hopefully we do not have to go through this again anytime soon, at least. So those are some small updates from me. Let me know what you guys are working on. Do you guys have a big financial goal that you guys are working on in November? Are you going to be debt-free in November? Are you contributing more to your Roth IRAs so you can hit that max contribution? What are you guys working on? Let me know down below, and let's go ahead and get into the numbers. Okay, so one thing I did not mention in the intro was that this week my schedule is going to be a little different for videos. So this is obviously going up on Wednesday, which is different. I normally post my weekly check-in on Thursday. So today will be my weekly check-in. Tomorrow on Thursday will be my plan with me, and then Friday will be my new release video for January kits. So I just wanted to quickly mention that. I'll mention it also in my plan with me tomorrow, but that is kind of why things are going a little different. I just decided I didn't want to do an extra video. It's a lot of work to do extra videos, and Macy and Jason, like I said, are gonna be out of town, so I'm trying to really limit the stress that I have, like trying to take care of a baby and get work done for a couple of days. So that's kind of why. So the categories that I like to track for my weekly check-in are groceries, eating out, gas for our cars, household. So this is like shampoo and toilet paper, stuff like that. I've also been tracking my allowance, and this is just so that I can see how much I have. I still use it as a cash divider, but I like to just see, you know, how much I have left and give me a good idea of what I need to adjust if I want to continue having money for the rest of the month. And then last thing is unbudgeted, and this is just anything that we did not plan for, but I like to track this because this number could very easily get out of hand if you're not keeping track of what's going on. So those are the categories that I like to track. And let's go ahead and take a look at our monthly view. The monthly view is where I keep track of all of our expenses. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I feel like we have had so much eating out, and you guys can probably see there's so much peach in this spread, and I think it's definitely something that I personally want to work on, because I am one of the people, I would say that I'm probably the one that says, oh, let's just grab something to eat really quick. Like, I'm definitely the person who instigates it more. So it's something that I'm gonna try and work on more, and it may be hard to do like this weekend because Jason's the one who cooks. I don't cook. I can do small things, but I'm not like a huge fan of cooking. I would rather just do something easy. So I am hoping that maybe the next couple of weeks with Thanksgiving and stuff that we just get a little bit better about not spending as much eating out and just eating better. I feel like that's a problem, not really budget wise. I don't think we're like going crazy over budget, but it's just something I personally want to work on. So this video every single week has to do a lot with finances, but sometimes finances and like personal, like eating and stuff like that really go hand in hand. So let's start with groceries. We did have a Target purchase for $3.69. I honestly don't remember what that was, but it was probably just something that, oh, I think it was rice or like a soup mix that Jason needed for food. And then we had Aldi of $68.82 and Jewel of $34.47. So those are all of our grocery items. So that brings us to a total of $106.98 for groceries. And I like to take what we had remaining from the prior week and subtract that out to see what we have remaining. So we spent $106.98. I'm gonna subtract that from $526.10, which means that we have $419.12 remaining. And let's see, I like to take a look at how many Mondays we have left. So we have 1, 2, 3. So divide that number by 3, and that means that we have $139.71. $139.71 remaining per week. That is amazing, guys. We budget, I try and budget per week because we go grocery shopping every week, and I do it by the number of Mondays in the month because that's the day that we normally go grocery shopping. So really, we have done so well that we have more than $14 extra per week going forward, which is great. We honestly are like never in this situation. And also I thought it was worth mentioning that we do not host Thanksgiving, so we don't have extra Thanksgiving expenses when it comes to groceries. So that's also something that's nice because it's not like, oh, we're under budget right now, but like in a week or two we're gonna be over. That's not the case. So we're doing really good for groceries. I'm proud of that. I'm really proud of that. Okay, so then we get to eating out. And again, I can just tell you, we've been using gift cards and things like that, but even with that, if you see the places that we're eating, they're just not the greatest for you. And again, something that I definitely want to work on. So from the last time we spoke, we got Domino's. That was $13.72. I think we were missing something that day, and so we ended up, I don't know, there's a reason why we ordered pizza instead of just having what we planned that day. Then Jason and I went to Potbelly, that's like a sandwich place, on our date on Friday. We used a gift card that we had from Buffalo Wild Wings, and then we also got lunch at Portillo's, so that was $26.82 and 78 cents. And then we went to Burger King, that was $13.63, and then Taco Bell, which was $6.13. So that brings us, holy moly. I'm gonna recalculate that because that seems really high. So we had $13.72, $19.27, 78 cents, oops, $26.82, $13.63, and $6.13. That was wrong. What am I doing? $13.72, $19.27, 78 cents, $26.82, $13.63, and $6.13. $80.35. Holy moly. Okay, so last time we spoke, we had $131.63. That doesn't seem right. No, that's right. Okay. Anyway, we spent $80.35, which is a ton of money to spend. Again, we did eat out a little bit more this weekend than we normally do. I think that had a lot to do with just the fact that we had a lot of things going on. Jason's mom was out of town, so we didn't spend as much time with them during the weekend. Jason went golfing, which meant that like when he got home, dinner wasn't ready. It was kind of late towards the girls' bedtime. Regardless, we spent a lot of money this week on eating out. So we have $51.30 remaining. And we have 1, 2, 3 weeks left. So if I divide that by 3, that means that we have $17.10 remaining per week, which is nothing. That's nothing. And especially because, again, I'm going to be home all by myself this weekend, I am probably just going to go to the store and pick up like quick and easy dinners and stuff like that for myself, because we obviously do not have enough for me to be going out to eat this weekend. Or I may just use my allowance. So again, doing this weekly check-in really helps, because if it wasn't for me sitting down and looking at the stuff every single week, I would have had no idea that we spent that much money in 1 week. Like, it doesn't seem like that much when you have like $6 here and $10 here, but it does add up. So again, something that is really good to really keep an eye on. Okay, so it looks like the only gas that we filled up was my Prius. That was $17.64. $17.64. And last time we spoke, and I try and zoom in for you guys because I know some people like actually watch it and don't just listen to me. So I'm gonna try and be better about that. But we had $80.15 remaining last week. We spent $17.64, which means that we have $62.51, which is decent. I don't track it by week because we don't fill up every week or every twice a week or anything like that. It's really just when we need it. So $62 is another fill up for Jason and a fill up for my Prius, which should be plenty. We don't plan on going anywhere for Thanksgiving. We'll just go to Jason's parents' house, so we're in good shape there. For household, let's see, we had 2 different things. So we had $45.34 at Target and another of $5.89 at Target. So that brings us to $51.23. So $51.23. And last time we spoke, we had $59.02 remaining. So we have $7.79 remaining. So not very much. I know that pretty soon I'm gonna need more shampoo and conditioner, and I try and pick up like larger bottles. So I'm gonna have to keep that in mind. We have $7 left. So if I like can stretch it, I'm gonna try and stretch it so I don't have to buy it until December. That's just something that I am kind of being over budget on household. We've just had so many expenses when it comes to the house that I'm just like, okay, gotta take a break. But again, I have some extra shampoo and stuff that like is not my favorite. So if I do run out of the stuff that I like, I'm just gonna use that until December, because again, I don't wanna be wasteful, and it's not that big of a deal to use something that you don't love when it comes to the budget. There's things that like I do not want to live without. I love eating out. I love going and like trying different foods from restaurants and stuff. But when it comes to stuff like shampoo, I feel like it really doesn't matter that much to me. But that's the nice thing about budgeting, because if you are very particular about your shampoo, then that is something that you can really prioritize and say, you know what, I don't mind being over budget for that. That's just not something that I really care about. Next is my allowance. So I did bring my wallet, and I do use cash dividers for some items. I don't do a cash divider video anymore because I just feel like it's always the same. But I do have one for my hair. So that has like my my eyelash money and also my eyebrow money. And then in the very back, I have my allowance. So I like to keep everything separated. So let's see how much I have left. I have 20, 40, 60, 1, 2. So $62, and I'm just gonna put it in the remaining section. So I obviously spent $38. And I'm not gonna do per week. I know that I picked up a new makeup bag from Target. I did that for my like nail stuff because I've been super big into like doing my nails and everything. So I spent that on that. Let's see, what else did I spend my money on? I know, oh, I filled up my Dunkin' Donuts app for coffee, so that was $10. There's probably some other small things, but that's pretty much it. So doing pretty well. $62 is not bad for allowance. And then for unbudgeted, oh, I didn't mark my gas there. Unbudgeted, the only thing that we had was a UPS, USPS or post office fee. That was $4.75, and that was actually for, I had to mail my 401k check to my IRA, because for some reason my old 401k company would not send it directly to them. I had to do it. So anyway, that was $4.75 to like certify mail to them. So that should be there like any day now, but that was $4.75. So I'm just considering that as unbudgeted because I honestly don't have a place for that. But that is pretty much it when it comes to like our normal budget expenses. So we're doing pretty well. Again, low on eating out, but we have plenty for groceries, so we could just use our grocery money and not eat out as much. And then in terms of sinking funds, so I think I talked about the vacation, the flights. So some other things that were going on. And if you guys haven't seen my sinking fund video that went up yesterday and you have questions about sinking funds, you have no idea what I'm talking about, go check out that video. I go into great detail about what's going on and how sinking funds work, what they are. I give examples of how to calculate them. So definitely check that out. So couple things, I've been picking up Christmas stuff here and there. Like whenever something pops up and I see it, I'll pick it up for the girls. So I picked up some hand ornaments, the ones that you like press your hand in. I specifically wanted them for Mila, but I thought like I should probably get one for Macy too. So that was $6 at Target. We also returned a pair of the Christmas pajamas that we got. We got them from Target, and I returned the extra size that I got for Jason. I wasn't sure which one would fit him, so that was $25.23. And I did it in green because that's like what we're adding back to our Christmas fund. I also had to pick up some foundation, and I ran out of, I use this like bronzer slash blush from, what is it called? Bare Minerals. So I like ran out of that a while ago. So I picked up some more of that. So those two together were $68.25, which means I'm definitely going to be over budget for beauty. So I'm gonna have to start adding more to it. For a while, I was barely adding anything, and I think doing that, like I just kind of got into the situation where I didn't have enough. So I'm gonna keep adding the $40 that I've originally put aside like in my annual budget for that. Diapers, we had to pick some up for Macy for nighttime. Jason and I both picked up some clothes from TJ Maxx. I got Mila some toys from TJ Maxx. There are some cute like baby toys that Macy doesn't already have, because that's the hard part with like the second kid, or even after the second kid, the third, fourth kid. You already have so many toys, so it's hard to find something for like gifts for your younger kids, because what do you get them if you already have a lot of the toys? So I picked up some things that like Mila doesn't already have, hand-me-down from Macy. We also picked up some lawn bags, and Jason's been working on wrangling all of the leaves. I'm telling you guys, our yard during the fall time is just so much work for Jason, so I'm always super grateful for him for doing all of that, because it is a lot. And then Jason went golfing probably for the last time this season on Sunday, so that was $35, and he has plenty of money in terms of his golf sinking fund, so that is all good to go. But those are some of the transactions that we've had so far in our sinking funds. Again, if you haven't already checked out that video and you have questions about what sinking funds are and how you use them, definitely check out that video. But that is pretty much it for us this week. Again, nothing super crazy. I think the main thing is just keeping an eye on the eating out and trying to be more mindful of what we're eating and how often we're eating out, because again, $80 is a lot of money. We have it in our budget, so we have the permission to spend it, but I also feel like maybe we could make some better choices in terms of the type of food that we're eating. So that is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing the whole process. Again, if you haven't already checked out that sinking fund video, do that. And let me know what goals you're working on in November. I love hearing what you guys are working on. I feel like it's a fun motivation for others. So that is pretty much it. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.